But he's doing well at just defending himself.
So here we go, second round.
Yeah, he's turned up. He's a bit lighter on his feet now. He's
AJ's bouncing on his feet a bit more this time.
Taking a little bit more ground as well. He's moving.
Yeah,
he's
taking a little bit more ground.
I did say that AJ did look a bit nervous. Maybe he needed that first round to get out of the way to get,
Well, I think he's felt Franklin's shot now, and he's felt his power. So I think now he's got a lot less respect, thinking that he's going to get knocked out.
Much better head movement from Franklin already.
Yeah.
Time in that head movement, much better.
Do you know one thing I don't like about AJ? That's a really
great right hand. Great right hand.
And the fact that Franklin stuck his tongue out to me.
Oh, hello.
Shoved the referee.
That's what boxers do a lot. When they take a big shot, they try and be like, yeah, whatever, and play up to the camera. But
he would have known he's been hit there.
I don't know. That's a tough one, That's a tough one to score.
I know if Carl Froch was scoring it, that would be a 10-10, because that guy loves 10-10 rounds.
And some onion rings on the side. Completely.
Yeah, I would love to see that peekaboo stance, just moving your head a bit just on your way in.
Now he's getting backed into the corner, which is not what he wants to be doing. Sorry, what were you saying?
Good left hook.
I was saying that AJ needs to keep him backed up, because Franklin does look pretty good when he comes
He does.
Uppercut. And AJ doesn't like that. Whenever he gets hit flush, he doesn't like it.
Tony Bow, I'm not sure I 100% agree with that. Not far off.
Don't give your cards away, guys. But listen, man, what I would say, every round has been competitive.
Other than the
regardless of who you give it.
The first one, I think the first one was a bit open. You could easily score that one. I think the other ones have been much more harder fought.
AJ looking for that right hand. I want to see him use that.
Once Franklin ducks low.
Yeah, I actually agree. I don't think he should actually be throwing body shots right now.
100%.
Because you don't really want to trade a body shot for a headshot. It's not a very good exchange.
And he's got very fast hands.
He weighs so much more to suck the energy out of him. If he's trying to get him out of there later.
If he's hitting him with every jab to the head, don't gamble and go to the body.
The reason why as well is because
you got caught there.
When Franklin's returning, he's not returning with one.
No, I have been very impressed with Franklin as the fight's gone on.
I mean, I was talking to Laurie before this fight, and he was saying he was impressed with Franklin's fight.
That's a big round. Franklin comes back.
What did I tell you?
Such a good performance from Franklin. Franklin is definitely losing the fight. He's definitely getting hit more. But for those of you that are not watching, every time he gets hit, he throws immediately back. And he's just not allowing AJ to really kind of rock him, because we know AJ mostly needs a 2 or 3 punch combo to really get somebody out of there.
He's just making him reset every time.
100%.
Every time.
And he's doing it with boxing. He's not doing it with clinching or hugging, or he's doing it with boxing, which is so good to see.
Laurie was saying to me before the fight, like, he really respected Franklin's fundamentals. Like, he was saying that to me before.
The inside boxing
they're fighting in the clinch.
Yeah. AJ's actually piecing him up there. You say he's
I don't
not
want
a
to
great
preempt
inside
anything,
fighter,
but to me, this is one of AJ's better rounds. He's looked good with a jab. He caught him with a massive right hand a few moments ago. And again, really good shot. Again, Franklin comes back. How many times have we said that?
Is not somebody you would want to fight down the street. He honestly.
All those people that were disrespecting Franklin, man, put some respect on his name.
Yeah, and this is not bad stuff from Anthony Joshua either. This is just good boxing from Jermaine Franklin.
I said that from the second round. I said as soon as he gets hit with a shot, he does not. He just comes right back at him. Literally, it's a. I'm actually enjoying the fight. I can't even lie.
I'm enjoying fight, top level, AJ. Fighting like this, it's just going to be jab and clinch.
I know. Ironically, that's what he's gone.
One thing I would say, guys, is that the work rate from Franklin seems to have dropped appreciably.
He definitely can see that he's tired.
Feeling the pace as well,
and he's also feeling those jabs.
Oh, that's a good shot by Franklin. A right hand over the top. Did he buzz AJ with that shot?
I don't know if he buzzed him or not, but I like the fact that AJ didn't. I was going to say I like the fact that AJ didn't clinch, but then he did. He normally goes and hugs straight away, but the fact that he stood there and was ready to fight is a positive sign for him. That's something a little bit different.
Do you know what is more concerning for me? It's not even that AJ doesn't want to attack. It's like he doesn't know how to anymore. Like he's not creating any openings for himself. Like, I actually feel like there isn't a great deal of method to his setup at the moment. He's got a really good jab and he's established that
ref's got to get involved here. He's clocked him with an uppercut, but he's holding the back of his head at the same time. He's got to get involved.
I'll tell you one thing I would say, and speaking as an admirer of AJ, I think if you're Tyson Fury and you're watching this, you're not going to have any sleepless nights, are you?
Definitely.
Well, we know that Tyson Fury waits for the person to be as vulnerable as possible and then take that fight on, so there you go.
I guess that's why he ain't fought Usyk yet.
100%. how much? Obviously, I think we're all feeling a bit of frustration at the moment on the panel from this performance.
Sustain these attacks. Don't wait. You're allowing your opponent to recover. But this is another reason why I don't think he beats Fury, because Fury's powers of recovery is amazing, and you can't wait. You got you got a person hurt and rocked, you got to sustain the attack.
He does so well, AJ. This is where I say he's gun shy, Laurie. He's had great success when he throws multiple punches. When he throws flurries, they work, but he just won't do it. Do you know what I mean?
You can almost see it now, innit? As soon as this fight's finished, you'll see a Tyson Fury video.
Yep, they'll say, what was that?
AJ,
that terrible performance.
Calling him a dosser.
I'd beat Franklin in 2 rounds and all that.
But is this much worse than Fury's performance
This is better, though.
against
This is
Chisora?
better. This is better by AJ.
I mean, you both said that Franklin's a better fighter than Chisora was. Fury wasn't. I mean, he was teeing off on him. Was it much more convincing than this AJ performance?
It was
right now?
more convincing.
Oh, good shot by Franklin.
That was a
great
really
shot by
good
Franklin.
shot.
Right on the button. Oh, good shot by AJ.
Oh, here we go.
It's a great round.
Straight needs
That
to catch
uppercut
him.
is...
He can't hold his head though, ref. He can't hold his head.
Oh,
He's holding
Franklin's
his head.
hurt.
yeah, but it's dirty boxing. That's what you need.
AJ is holding
Can't
his
hold
head.
his head. He keeps doing that.
Tell you what, man, put respect on Franklin's name. He's a tough so-and-so, man. Don't
Trust
suffer
me.
those.
I hope he gets a big cheer
No
when
matter
the
what,
I
this
hope
is
he
not
gets a
big thing
big
for a
fight
stop.
after this as well, because he
will.
deserves a good fight after this. I mean, I wouldn't even mind seeing him versus Bacoli or something like that. I'd love to see him get a good fight.
Joe Joyce, man.
Yeah, why not?
If Joe Joyce... Oh, that's
really
a big
good
right hand.
and he's still there, but he's not returning though. Before
Sanchez?
he was.
Yeah.
Frank Sanchez. Oh, jeez.
You know, like Sanchez left.
Oh!
Come on.
That's what I was going to say. Let's see if AJ goes for. He probably knows he's up on the cards. Let's see if he goes for the knockout. But he's
work
still
from Franklin to recover there.
he's still going for the aggressive. He obviously wants the knockout.
He needs to put 4-5 together, doesn't he?
Yeah. When he even puts 2s and 3s together, it works well. But he just don't do it enough.
Good shot.
Oh,
That is
That's what he's
really
afraid
big
of.
right hand.
That's what he's afraid of.
how do you think... I think Joshua's taken those punches well, hasn't
I
he?
don't think Franklin's got that punch power. That's
No.
the problem.
But he has been caught clean, though.
He's got enough power, whether it's power or just AJ's gun shyness. That's what AJ's afraid of. Every time he starts to throw a flurry and the punches come back, he doesn't like it at all.
He hasn't got enough of AJ's respect though. Like
Yeah.
AJ looks almost disinterested right now. Look at his face.
Yeah, he looks like he's coasting a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I want to
cool,
hear what
you
the
know.
crowd's response is. Are they booing?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they'll be
they're
booing.
I think
but
it's a good fight.
I'm not
It
going
is
to
a good
lie.
fight,
This is
but-
actually a good round for Franklin.
Exactly, and this is the point in which
I mean, these
AJ
guys just-
really should be finishing him off.
I mean,
It is going to be a bit of a coast because Franklin's got to know that he's pretty much not going
You
to
know
knock
what
him
it is
out.
as well, right?
And AJ's up on the
I
card.
know what it is, guys.
that's what I'm saying. You see, Dylan, even though Dylan probably arguably lost to Franklin, he was closer to knocking Franklin out than AJ was. If you look at that 12th round, Franklin was hanging on for dear life in that 12th round.
He's got that's a good
Great
uppercut.
uppercut.
Oh,
Second
he
uppercut.
wobbled him there.
Now
He
He's hanging on for
Franklin's
dear
trying to
life
hold on. Here we
No,
go.
but you can't blame Franklin. Who you blame
no.
there is the ref.
Just because Shane said this in the 12th round against White, Franklin was holding on. He's holding on again.
See, this is where I'm slightly critical of Joshua.
100%.
He
Doesn't
should have
go
gone
back again.
straight back in.
back to him.
That's what Shane was saying before,
He
yeah.
waited.
Exactly.
He resets. It takes too long to
He should have
reset.
done the wheeling up his right hand
And that's
thing
him managing the
battering
gas
him up.
tank.
But in the 12th round, are you managing the gas tank in the 12th round? Like 30 seconds.
He's
If
not
you got to
flowing,
empty the
man.
clip.
Look, see, look. You
Yep,
should
and now we reset and we go back to 1s and 2s again. It's really disappointing. It is You know what? We all
No, it's
like AJ,
disappointing.
but from
It's
a neutral
disappointing.
perspective, that person was correct. It is disappointing. Do you know what I mean? To not
Oh,
really
look,
see
and it's
him.
Franklin. That's
Yeah.
Well, Franklin has to go for it. It's 10 seconds. He's probably at the clap. It's 10 seconds left.
It's getting more impressive, but it's too
It's
little,
over.
too late.
Yeah, he just tried to steal the round a
the
little bit.
fight
but,
is
yeah.
over, and
He doesn't look happy,
a little bit
overly
of
happy.
respect there, or is there? Or
No, they're hugging. They're hugging. Are they hugging?
Are they clinching? What?
Oh, no,
No,
they're not.
it looks like they're
Whoa,
fighting.
whoa, he's going at the coach.
AJ went to hug him.
Yeah, I
and
think he just
Franklin kind of pushed back at him, and now the coaches are getting
I
involved.
think, yeah, AJ just hooked his coach.
Some people would say that if they'd have shown that as much aggression during the fight,
Well,
you
I
would
mean,
have had a
in
knockout.
In a fight like this, you shouldn't have that type of energy at the end of the 12th round. to
You
be
know what
honest
I
with
think
you.
that is, right? That is
Frustration
AJ frustrated
himself,
the
yeah.
fact
No, I
that he
think
couldn't
it was-
get
I said that at the start of the fight, though.
Franklin instigated that. AJ said good fight and kind of tapped him, and Franklin didn't like it, and it was Franklin that kind of instigated the the attitude.
Which
back
is
and
fine.
forth.
Does he not show that attitude in the 10th, 11th round?
Yeah,
to
but
get him
AJ
out
looks
there?
like it's not a street thing, you know. Man
You
thinks
know
he's on.
what? You know what? Yeah.
Man thinks he's on road.
I was 50-50.
He's not even blowing that hard.
I am fully on Nick's side when it comes to mentality. I
Thank
can't
you.
lie, bro.
Thank you.
turned me into a
Vindication,
believer, bro.
Vindication.
I can't lie, bro. This guy mentally. Oh, there's something wrong.
Because you're looking at how he technically boxed, and you can see that he's got all of the stuff in the toolkit.
The only
to
thing
take
holding
somebody
him
out
back in is his
the
own
mind.
mind.
Thank you.
There's definitely
That's what I was
mental
saying.
demons,
He's
bro.
clearly got it. When we're seeing him throw, he can jab the guy all day. He can throw hooks.
And
he can catch him. He can all the technical stuff. He's got it.
That enthusiasm and that, I want to say,
That killer
vexness,
killer instinct.
that he just showed there. We didn't really see that in the
So
fight.
I mean, he needs to unleash that in the
Right,
fight. It's the same as the
right. I've got to call time, guys. Scorecards. I'll start, shall I? I've got AJ a clear winner. I scored 8 rounds to 3 and 1 even. I may have been a little bit generous towards AJ, I don't know, but that's how I felt after each round. There were some very competitive rounds out there. But I do think that AJ definitely won the fight.
See, look. He tapped in to say well done, and then Franklin's
what was
come
that,
back.
though?
I don't know what that was.
AJ...
Well, look, he swings at his coach after, or he's in his face.
Because he first tapped him to say what's up.
Yeah, I don't know if did he clip him there or.
What is AJ
This may well be. I'm not taking it. This may well be a theme that we see for the rest of AJ's fights. Look at this again.
Remember, just gets
where there's
No,
an
but
argument.
it looked
after-
like Franklin wanted to hug him as well.
Yeah, you're right. And
Wait, he was actually.
I think it was
look like he was
AJ, you
hugging
know?
him. Yeah,
Wait.
that might-
bro, AJ's post fights are a madness. He knows
They
that he
are.
didn't
He's trying to get the
perform.
crowd invested for the next fight. That's what it is.
yeah,
he didn't
like
knock
a
him out.
kid
He's
fight,
getting them
he
excited.
knows that he-
Right, so I
he
had
knows he
8
didn't
rounds
perform.
to 3 and 1 even. What did you have it, Shane?
I just
But
thought that during-
overall, I'm going to say this, yeah. He won the fight, but it wasn't impressive. I've got to be honest.
Mentally, he's shot. I'm telling you.
if not shot, boy, his heart's in the lost and found, or his mind's in the. You need to find that.
Mentally, he's shot. I'm telling you, we're seeing outbursts every fight. Even we thought before the outburst was because he lost. Now he's clearly won the fight, and he's still having an outburst.
I think that was frustration.
Nah, I think that's frustration.
That's
'cause he
still,
thought-
Not that I'm
agree
making
with you.
excuses for him.
I
by the
agree
way.
with
I
you,
thought
but that is being mentally shot, in my opinion.
Yeah, you raise a fair
I
point.
just think he's becoming a bit of a strange guy.
He's always been a strange guy. He's always been
But
odd.
you know what happens? Like this happens with boxers, yeah. When you lose a fight, the man that you see in the mirror, you no longer recognize.
Now
He's
let's see
not
if
even
they
happy.
Now let's see if they have a proper embrace. Now that all that nonsense.
I want to hear what he's saying.
Well,
That's the only
he's got
thing.
his gloves off, so they probably don't want to have a punch up right now because
It looks
it'll
like
do
he
some
put
damage.
his hand out.
It'll do some damage.
But
Okay, yeah,
he
that's-
is not happy at all. It was a comfortable win.
that guy's
but
part of
Yeah,
Franklin's team. so.
he's vexed right now. Still, you can
He's-
see it.
he looks even more mad than he did after the Usyk fight.
He looks the thing that's so crazy to me is like he wasn't angry in the fight. Like,
Correct. Because
Well,
because
he
he's
started
gun
off
shy.
the first few rounds like that, and then as it went on, he kind
wonder
of
what
lost
Eddie-
that
Remember
fight.
remember the first 2-3 rounds he was really aggressive and he's sticking his tongue out, and then it got a bit friendly and they were
Even
hugging
Eddie
and stuff.
Hearn doesn't look happy. Look at Eddie Hearn. He
Right, he's
doesn't.
like, how am I gonna sell this guy?
Do you know what I mean? It's we're gonna see, watch when AJ gets the microphone. Is that watch Eddie's gonna pull the microphone away and not even want him to talk right now. I'm telling you.
Oh, wait, they've cut it off before he can talk.
They just went up to each other and DAZN have cut it off.
I've got to say, lads, that the comments are not being kind to AJ.
What
They're
they
not,
say?
they're not being kind to some of us either.
What they
That's
say?
fine.
Especially you, James. I think you're
Yeah,
popping it,
I'm
man.
not surprised. I don't blame them,
What they
to be
saying?
fair.
What they saying?
Yeah, give us some comments.
It's
Sorry.
not good, bro.
Yeah.
We've got
Probably a
in
lot
fact,
of...
AJ a clown, can't face Wilder with those skills. Damn. A question straight here. I'm going to go around the panel. I'm going to start with you, James, because you're getting a bit of a stick because people are saying that.
Why are you being nice to
What?
read out the comments?
What-
man.
what-
Read the
what
one
they
you're
say?
getting, fam.
Put it this way, someone called you an AJ simp.
An AJ simp.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you, right? Be honest.
I ain't a simp for no
'cause
man.
you know, I do respect your opinions. You have been honest with me anyway. Has AJ got it or not? Yes or no?
Has he got it or not? On the
Has
basis
he
of
still got it?
on the basis of that performance, he hasn't shown enough to say that he can hang in there with a Usyk or a Fury. I need to see more, like you say, his first fight back after 2 defeats. His first fight back with a new coach. He's going back to that old style. I thought he started off slightly more methodical. I thought he was going to grow into the fight more. I think he should have shown more pace. He should have gone for it more. On the basis of that, if he performs like that against a Fury right now, then yeah, I don't think he has enough to beat him. I want to see how he performs in his next fight. I want to see him fight a Wilder or someone of that ilk. And maybe if he gets rocked, maybe in a bigger fight, you can start to see a better AJ. And like you said, the small guy always causes him some problems. Against a taller guy that is easier for him to hit, someone that he can target the body more, I think he can still come back. Whether you call that delusional or you call that what, I think he's shown the ability, I think he has heart, but right now, mentally, there are serious questions that need to be answered.
I think that's an honest assessment, and I would agree with a lot of what you said there. Let's take it over to Shane. Has he got it or not? Anyway?
I think it's pretty straightforward with it. Like, genuinely, I was going in there with at least hope that I would start to see certain layers of improvement. I didn't expect drastic improvement. You don't get that over one camp. But I wanted to see layers of improvement. I actually feel like, honestly, without being disrespectful, I actually saw more regression than progression. Because if I look at how he fought in that last Usyk fight, and I feel like at times he just let the fight coast in this fight. You know, there wasn't an outward effort to go and grab it.
Even though you said he won 9 rounds to 3.
To me, it's not about that. I feel like you got to understand isolated moments. So when you've landed a big shot, go out and get it. And I don't feel like he had that attitude today.
Are you giving enough credit to Franklin, who, let's face it, he's been to this country twice now. Both times he's performed well, gone the distance against guys that he was slated to lose against.
The reason why it doesn't make a difference is because improvement is improvement. Your opponent can be a really good fighter, and it's not based on the fact that Franklin was so durable. You can't take that away from Franklin. It's just your personal efforts. Nobody should affect how you personally feel about how you should fight. No one should affect that. No one should have an effect on your personal approach or your efforts that you put in and your attitude to the way you approach a fight. No one should have an effect on that. That should be you and your game plan, and you should be able to stick to it.
Nick?
The reason that
has AJ got it anymore? Yes or no?
I think that obviously he's been used to making so much money. I don't know if he'll leave the world of boxing because he's not going to make the kind of money.
He's not going to retire.
But he's going to have to become someone that is like the benchmark fighter, because like these guys said, he's not the level of an Usyk. We've seen him lose twice. He cannot go in the way that he is mentally at the moment against someone like a Fury. You know, there are really good fights for him out there, but they are all at fringe world level. People that we're not quite sure if they're world level yet. You know, the Joe Joyces, still like see him against Wilder. There's big fights out there for him, but at that world elite level, not yet. And to your point of, are we giving Franklin enough credit? I give Franklin huge credit for what happened, even though I did score it 10 rounds to AJ and only 2 to Franklin. But AJ himself is clearly visibly frustrated and angry with his own performance. So that tells you that obviously he didn't do what he set out to do. If he was cheering and honestly, even if he lied, even if he cheered and went, yes, I got the win, this guy's a great fighter, but I got the win, well, you know, well done, that would be more believable. But he's standing there looking frustrated and upset, even though he's clearly got the win and taken most of the rounds. So that tells you that whatever they set out to do and whatever they set out to achieve, they didn't achieve it tonight.
Is that not a positive though, that he's not happy with himself and he acknowledges that there are serious improvements that need to be made?
You're an AJ fan. Do you want to see?
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I understand. So to answer your question, you're an AJ fan, yeah? Not like in a bad way, but you're an AJ fan.
I like the guy.
Would you like to see him fight Tyson Fury next?
I think as a neutral, I would love to see the fight. Of course, it would be a very exciting fight. If I'm planning his career out for him, do I think it's a smart move? I think in the short term it is, and it depends how much faith you have of him to beat a Joe Joyce or a Wilder.
Do you think he'd beat Fury if he fought him next?
Do I think he'd beat him?
On this performance?
On the basis of this performance, I can't say that he has. He hasn't shown me enough.
I don't even think yet that the Fury fight would even be entertaining. I'm being dead honest with you. When you put all the ingredients into the pot, it doesn't smell entertainment to me. You've got one fighter who's naturally cautious, that's Fury, whilst he does try to approach
show
the
off and
style,
stuff, yeah.
But generally speaking, he's not just going to walk him down. He's going to be relatively circumspect.
He walked Wilder down.
That's 1 in 1,000.
I think that was the only approach, and I feel like that was right game plan. But I feel like generally speaking,
he'd already beat him before.
Yeah, generally speaking, I feel like it's not going to be an entertaining fight.
Oh God, McLaren.
He's gone.
He's been in the pit 40 seconds.
Whoa.
Front wing. Careful with the front wing. God. Matisse, it's happening, mate. I'm putting on my lucky new Ferrari hat. Oh no.
Oh, Sainz.
Leclerc.
It's Leclerc.
Drama.
Take that out.